On Christmas Eve 1998, at the age of 19, Steven Sansom got into a minicab, got to his destination, then got out the 12cm kitchen knife that he had brought with him and plunged it so far into the neck of the driver, whose name I couldn't trace, that it reached the bone of the man's cervical spine. This was the fatal wound of all the wounds that Sansom inflicted on his victim, including ones to the man's ear, throat and shoulder, plus the defensive wounds that the man sustained to his hands. Having left the scene, Sansom then returned to the vehicle and cut the cable to the radio microphone to ensure that the dying man couldn't call for help. And this was all for the 25 quid that the perpetrator had found in the driver's wallet, which he had stolen. Sansom was released on licence in December 2019 after serving more than 20 years for both murder and robbery, having pleaded guilty to both charges. Sansom had briefly dated 38-year-old Sarah Mayhew, who was mother to a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old, years before he and Gemma Watts took her life. Sarah is how Sansom met Watts. She introduced the two to one another in the summer of 2023 and the two started hooking up. Sansom and Watts were from Croydon, South London. At the point when Watts started suggesting that she and Sansom should take their shared love of BDSM, a mutual trait that each had discovered in the other early on, to the level of killing a woman and then having sex together with Sansom covered in the woman's blood, for instance, Watts knew that Sansom was out on licence for murder and that he had, as such, the capacity to fulfil her fantasy.